Hey y'all, it's Kim. So I was gonna watch World's Gone Mad by Sky News Australia, but I wanted to start with this first. Pretty much, it's like the older generation, tattoos aren't allowed in the professional world, and that's what I remember hearing as a kid. And I don't have any tattoos or piercings, so it's kind of like it doesn't really matter to me, but whatever. Literally every professional I've come in contact with has visible tattoos, a lot of them working for high profile corporations and agencies making a decent amount of money. So, yes, that's what the old school was. And I mean, I still kind of think you should cover them up, but whatever. But let's look at a few of these people. I just have to ask, would you hire somebody with all of this? That would be a front facing customer. I mean, maybe certain places this would be okay, a bar, Starbucks. I mean, because some of their clientele would be wearing that. But what about this? Oh my goodness. I mean, that's a lot. Just on the face tattoos, I don't understand it. It says Bartertown after being turned down for over 30 jobs due to her extensive facial tattoos. 24-year-old Shanice Foster has finally found a workplace that appreciates her unique look. Is a Waffle House. Says I walked in, the manager didn't even blink. Foster said he just asked if I could start that night. Her tattoos, which include cobwebs on her cheek and loyalty across her forehead, had previously scared off other employers, but at Waffle House, they were practically a resume booster. We believe in hiring people who can handle chaos, said the restaurant's manager. If someone got a face tattoo, chances are they could handle a 2 a.m. brawl over cold hash browns. Well, I mean, yeah, I can see that. Okay. It says Foster is thrilled to have finally found a job. They didn't just hire me. She said they embraced me. Okay, hey, if it works for you, do it. I mean, some of this, like I don't think the jobs I've had, like at a bank or someplace like that, they wouldn't necessarily want to, but whatever. Um, So it says everyone gets why this guy can't get most jobs, and we understand he made a personal consumer choice to get face tattoos and wear demon contact. He's responsible for his choices. I feel the same about those who take drugs and get cosmetic surgeries to disguise their sex. Sorry, you made yourself unwelcome in sex designated spaces. Find a unisex well, where it depends. You're responsible for your choices. I mean, that's what the lady's saying. But this would freak people out with the eyes. I mean, I know it's just contacts and it can be removed, but I wouldn't want to hire somebody. If they came in an interview, I would be very frightened because it looks very strange. And then this, I don't know why they're doing it on their face. It's one thing to do it on your body. It says, Mom of 7 can't get a job due to her whole face being covered in tattoos from the mirror, I guess. It says, well, I don't think it helps. It says, yeah, it's just basically the same thing. Um, let's just see what the comments have to say. 'Cause I don't know very many people that would like, but I'm also older, so there's a difference in the generations, but I wouldn't do it. It says desperate to find a job to provide for her brood. Recently had a tattoo of a Playboy bunny. Those tats cost her thousands of dollars or pounds or whatever, and yet she's desperate for money. Yes, I'm trying to work out that one. I mean, it says face tattoos are an advertisement for mental health. It says I always thought a good tattooist will never ink the face. Looks like she fell asleep on the couch and Weens found out the felt tip pens and colored her in. Oh, her little kids. I'm just shocked she could get pregnant 7 times. Oof. if she's had 7 kids, she isn't likely to get a job if she's going to spend most of each year on maternity leave. Never mind that I never want to work face tattoos. Can't get a job? Imagine the nation's shock. And then how did she become the mother of 7 looking like this? That's what I want to know. Yeah, it's very strange. It says mom of 7 has no intentions of ever working. That's the real headline. And call center is a good option or a warehouse. Well, I mean, at least somebody gave her an option. I mean, there's places you can get a job. You're just not going to be customer facing. Let's see. This is the same one at the top. Woman with giant nose ring, facial piercings, and tattoos complains she's unable to find a job. I wonder why. And then we'll look at this last one. It says, woman upset after not getting accepted for a job. I'm guessing my appearance had a lot to do with it. Do you think it was her great face tattoo? I'm going to show you what I think she looks like. I'm sorry. No, that's terrible. With the coloring of it, of the bottom part of her face being like that, and then the darker part with the fur and stuff, that's what she looks like to me. Sorry. Just at first glance, that's what it reminded me of. But anyway, let's watch The World's Gone Mad. This is from Sky News, Australia. I don't know this guy's name, but he's got pretty funny takes on stuff. Well, hold on.
Bonkers World. Last Sunday, Easter Sunday, was also National Weed Day, in which devotees expressed their fondness for inhaling the cannabis plant with what in New York can only be described as religious fervor. Oh. Not to be outdone, north of the border, you could be forgiven for thinking they'd been smoking something or other, as Canadian Liberals showed their support for the unelected Prime Minister Mark Carney.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, but what does this mean?
Canada's already great. Elbows up.
I didn't really follow the elbows up. Can you explain?
Not really.
Saying elbows up. It means that we're prepared to fight, that you're messing with us, you're messing with Canadians. We're not standing for it.
For the sake of Canada, let's hope they elect Pierre Poilievre in 3 days' time. But more importantly, what's going on with women in this mad and crazy world of ours? It seems I'm not the only one to be slightly concerned.
Rights, but we can't define what a woman is. Also, men can be women. And no uterus, no opinion, but also men can get pregnant. Men are oppressing us, but also it's okay if biological men take over our spaces and our sports. Women are so over-sexualized in this culture, but it's empowering if women are the ones sexualizing themselves. Are you guys quite done yet? Like, are you okay?
Are you okay? Great question. She does have a point, but I think I may have noticed a bit of a pattern emerging. It seems the rise of Donald Trump has truly driven left-leaning women completely bonkers.
I must say that somebody that I work with is a conservative, and he's somebody who's really intelligent, and he's somebody who works in climate tech, and a super smart guy, somebody I would never have thought was conservative, and apparently he is. And it's surprising, and it's disgusting. But what's most surprising to me is the level of sudden hatred that I have for him, sudden hatred for this man who I used to respect.
Maybe if you had something to concentrate on besides politics, you'd feel a little bit better. I mean, when that consumes your entire life and your entire identity, and you're being told lies by your congressman and the whole Democrat Party, I mean, this is kind of where you get to. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that. That's something she needs to work out in her own art. I mean, I don't particularly like what the Democrats are doing, but I try to focus on other stuff and then exposing idiots like this who say they hate other people. Anyway.
Suddenly just went poop, and I hate him now.
Boop. Yep, that's how easy it is for otherwise normal-looking lefty women to go completely insane with TDS. Let's try another one.
What are we going to do with the everyday MAGA person that didn't technically break the law? Because I can't care about them, respect them, or even share a meal with these people ever again. So what do we do with them?
Oh dear, what are we going to do with over half the American population, you may as well ask? That's a rational question, almost as level-headed as this young lady.
Can I rant on here? How are you in a church celebrating in America right now?
In a church. Maybe her boyfriend forgot to give her any chocolate Easter eggs this Easter, and this young woman seems to be dissatisfied with the work practices at her local Starbucks.
I will not be your very loudly about your family's contract. You do not live on this salary. Good night, with the understanding I have.
For others, capitalism appears to be the problem.
Every single one of our problems can be traced back to capitalism and some asshole who wanted to make more money by doing less, and oh my God, we have enough.
Oh my God, some might ask, are modern left-wing women, why are they so crazy? Or maybe they're not mad enough.
Y'all ain't mad enough for me. They are sending people to the camps now. If you've ever asked yourself what you would have done now, time. Now, do you hear me? Do you hear me now?
We hear you all right. However,
let me turn it down.
What effect this outbreak of left-wing insanity is having on men?
You know why a lot of men laugh at women and treat us like we're idiots? Okay, no, they're not. The majority of men have to deal with women like this.
For other left-wing women, whatever definition.
And they're not going to deal with you either.
That can prove
oh my gosh.
If I wanted to work, I would work, obviously. But I don't want to. So I'm not going to. And you telling me to get a job is not going to change that.
Let's be honest, finding a decent job can be a real pain.
I swear to God, the only way to get a job as a teenager is to know somebody. Because the only job I'm actually getting an interview for, my friend works at.
Oh my God. So this leads into that whole tattooing and the piercing thing. Why would you do that to your face? What is this? What is this? I mean, what is this? You don't do that. That's like a Elsie ring. Oh my goodness. I don't understand what the septum piercing has to do with anything. Oh, that's so gross.
And the only reason she works there is because her mom works there.
Can't think why, but whatever you do, don't blame those nose rings. Nonetheless, these days, many left-wing women do seem to have an overwhelming sense of entitlement.
Day 5,
Ugh.
no food. And nobody has sent me $1. I've lost my food stamps. I've lost my cash benefits. Section 8 is on hold. My disability checks are on hold. I have almost 200,000 followers, and I can't get one person to send me 50 cents. One person.
But you can't get any madder than this. Actually, I stand corrected.
You've probably heard about this Supreme Court's ruling on the definition of the word woman. This will have some real serious implications. It will have some consequences.
Oh my gosh, the piercings.
As for the court ruling she mentioned, it appears many transgenders are determined to occupy the toilet of their own choosing.
Why my business is none of your business?
Why are you my business is none of your business?
Why would you have business is none of your business?
And indeed, the young left-wing, ever so compassionate actress Emma Watson of Harry Potter fame clearly agrees.
What would you say? I don't want to dwell on this for too long, but what would you say to those people who would have an issue sharing a public bathroom with me?
Oh my goodness. Say, that's another human being.
By the way,
that has a
speaking of
dick.
actresses, here's the new Queen Eleanor of Aquitaine, Queen of France.
I don't want
from
that in the bathroom with me.
1137 to 1152, as portrayed in a new woke BBC drama series. Now there's some historical accuracy for you. I'm sure they've done Eleanor of Aquitaine's memory justice. And speaking of insufferably woke actresses, the Disney star of Snow White has suddenly found herself the victim of all sorts of hilarious online memes, where they have substituted her voice using AI. For those Joe Biden fans out there, this is my absolute favorite.
I got hairy legs that turn that turned blonde in the sun.
Oh, no.
And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Fantastic.
Oh,
but back to today's modern women, and here's two great Aussie Sheilas who, you may or may not have guessed, are identical twins. And they've
this freaks me out.
One guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there, and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, run.
It's like in stereo.
And our heart started to pound, and I said, well, Mum.
Run, I just love those two. But is there any hope for young women in today's mad and crazy world? You bet there is, especially if they're anywhere near as bright as this young girl, a genius legal mind in the making, if ever there was one.
On Father's Day, it's representing all the fathers on the world. And you don't want to say Happy Father's Day. I said Happy Father's Day to my dad to represent him. And you don't want to represent your daddy. That's being ugly to your dad.
No, I'm going to tell him Happy Father's Day, but I want you to tell him too.
No, that's weird. We ain't sisters. Ain't Pooh and you. Yeah, y'all are sisters. Y'all could tell each other Happy Father's Day to your daddy, but I ain't going to because that's not my fault.
Brilliant. Looks like there's still hope for womankind yet in this world gone mad.
Oh, man, that was pretty good. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because I was like, I saw the piercings, tattoos and stuff, and it's just unusual to me, but whatever. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good afternoon. See y'all around. Bye.